Hill Street Blues, 1981-1987, reshaped television drama, with its gritty realism, complex characters, and groundbreaking storytelling that set new standards for police procedurals. In this video, we look back at the talented cast who brought the world of Hill Street Station to life and pay tribute to the actors who have sadly passed away. From their unforgettable performances to the influence they left on generations of TV dramas, we honor their contributions and celebrate the powerful legacy they helped create. Join us as we remember the stars who made Hill Street Blues a landmark in television history. James Sikking, born on March 5, 1934, portrayed Lieutenant Howard Hunter, later Sergeant Howard Hunter, in Hill Street Blues, 1981-1987, starting when he was 47 years old. Howard Hunter was the strict militaristic and often comically self-serious leader of the precinct's Emergency Action Team, EAAT, more commonly known as the SWAT team. Sikking's portrayal was a masterclass in blending seriousness with dark humor. Hunter was constantly embroiled in disastrous training exercises, overly enthusiastic about his equipment, and utterly convinced of the military solution to every problem, making him one of the show's most beloved and unique recurring characters. Hunter remained a fixture throughout the series and did not die on screen. In real life, James Sikking enjoyed a long and highly recognizable career, spanning from 1955 to 2012, encompassing extensive work in film and television. Beyond Hill Street Blues, he achieved further popularity for his starring role as the kind-hearted professional father, Dr. David Hauser, in the hit medical drama Doogie Howser, M.D., 1989-1993. His film credits include The New Centurions, 1972, and the science fiction sequel, Star Trek III: The Search for Spock, 1984. His career was characterized by his dedication to playing authoritative, often neurotic professional figures. James Sikking passed away on July 13, 2024, at the age of 90. The cause of his death was complications from dementia. Following his death, he was laid to rest in Los Angeles, California, U.S. Torian Black played Detective Neil Washington, the sharp, intensely serious, and deeply troubled plainclothes detective who formed a complex partnership with the morally flexible Detective J.D. LaRue, starring in the iconic television series Hill Street Blues, 1981-1987. Black was 40 years old when he originated the role, born May 10, 1940. Detective Washington was characterized by his intense internalized professionalism, his calm but firm demeanor in the face of urban chaos, and his perpetual struggle to maintain a strong moral center while navigating the pervasive ethical compromises and dangers of the inner-city precinct. His life before the series was rooted in a strong background in stage and television acting, establishing him as a performer known for bringing intensity, authenticity, and profound dramatic gravity to his roles, skills he utilized to portray a character who was dedicated to his job despite secretly carrying heavy personal burdens, including a serious gambling addiction. Black's powerful, nuanced performance earned him a Primetime Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a drama series in 1982, cementing his critical acclaim. Torian Black passed away on July 21, 2022, at the age of 82, due to complications from an undisclosed illness. He was laid to rest in Atlanta, Georgia. Keel Martin, born on July 26, 1944, portrayed Detective J.D. LaRue and occasionally Officer J.D. LaRue in Hill Street Blues, 1981 to 1987, starting when he was 37 years old. J.D. LaRue was one half of the precinct's pair of charming but often ethically challenged detectives, constantly embroiled in shady side deals and internal conflicts. Martin's nuanced performance gave J.D. a complicated mix of slick charm and deep-seated vulnerability, often portraying the character battling chronic alcoholism and constantly chasing get-rich-quick schemes. His character was vital to the show's unique blend of gritty police realism and dark humor, representing the flawed, all-too-human nature of the officers. J.D. LaRue survived the series' run. In real life, Keel Martin enjoyed a career spanning from 1968 to 1989, working across film and television. His role on Hill Street Blues was his most significant and defining work, showcasing his versatility as an actor who could deliver both intense dramatic realism and necessary comic relief. His performance as a man struggling with addiction was praised for its honesty. His life before his death was tragically cut short by illness, leading to his retirement shortly before his passing. Keel Martin passed away on December 28, 1990, at the untimely age of 46. The cause of his death was respiratory failure following lung cancer. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Holy Cross Cemetery in Culver City, California, U.S. Barbara Bosson, born on November 1, 1939, played Faye Ferrillo in Hill Street Blues 1981-1986, starting when she was 41 years old. Faye Ferrillo was the neurotic, demanding, and often high-maintenance ex-wife of Captain Frank Ferrillo, whose constant appearances at the precinct demanding alimony or emotional attention provided much of the show's consistent, uncomfortable comic relief. Bosson's masterful performance transformed Faye from a mere nuisance into a sympathetic, complex character, using her distinctive voice and dramatic presence to earn her 5 Primetime Emmy Award nominations. Her persistent presence was essential in revealing Captain Ferrillo's messy, vulnerable private life and the constant intrusion of personal problems into professional life. Faye survived the series' run. In real life, Barbara Bosson enjoyed a respected career spanning from 1968 to 1997, primarily in television. She frequently worked with her then-husband, highly successful producer Stephen Bocco, appearing in many of his hit shows, including Richie Brockelman Private Eye Hooperman and Murder One. Her career was characterized by her ability to portray complex, emotionally unstable yet ultimately endearing characters with great depth. Her later life saw her retreat from the regular pace of the industry, though she remained highly regarded for her unique television legacy. Barbara Bosson passed away on February 18, 2023 at the age of 83. The cause of her death was following a brief illness. Following her death, she was laid to rest in Los Angeles, California, U.S. Michael Conrad, born on October 16, 1925, portrayed Sergeant Phil Esterhaus in Hill Street Blues, 1981 to 1984, starting when he was 56 years old. Sergeant Esterhaus was the kind, avuncular, and fatherly desk sergeant who presided over the stressful morning roll call, closing each session with his famous heartfelt and highly quotable admonition, "Let's be careful out there." Conrad's compassionate and strong performance grounded the show's often chaotic and brutal environment, establishing Esterhaus as the essential emotional and moral heart of the precinct. His character's death, written into the show following the actor's real-life passing, was handled sensitively, marking one of television's most poignant and memorable moments. Sergeant Esterhaus died on screen of a heart attack while making love, tragically mirroring the actor's untimely end. In real life, Michael Conrad enjoyed a successful career, spanning from 1958 to 1983, encompassing stage, film, and television. Before Hill Street Blues, he was known for dramatic roles in films like The New Centurions and The Longest Yard. His television role as Sergeant Esterhaus was the most acclaimed of his career, earning him 2 Primetime Emmy Awards. His life before his death was tragically cut short by illness, while the show was still in production just after he had attained career-defining fame. Michael Conrad passed away on November 22, 1983, at the age of 58. The cause of his death was ureteral cancer. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Westwood Village Memorial Park Cemetery in Los Angeles, California, U.S. Robert Prosky, born on December 13, 1930, played Sergeant Stan Jablonski in Hill Street Blues, 1984-1987, starting when he was 54 years old. Sergeant Jablonski was brought in to replace the late Sergeant Esterhaus, serving as the new desk sergeant presiding over the precinct roll calls. Prosky, a respected stage and screen actor, brought a new distinctively cynical, yet professional and slightly world-weary presence to the crucial role, providing a different but equally effective emotional anchor for the later seasons of the show. His strong performance successfully filled the massive emotional void left by Michael Conrad's passing, allowing the show to continue its focus on the day-to-day lives of the officers. Sergeant Jablonski never died on screen. In real life, Robert Prosky enjoyed a long and highly distinguished career spanning from 1972 to 2008, having extensive experience in the theater, notably as a longtime resident company member at the prestigious Arena Stage in Washington, D.C. He was a highly respected character actor in Hollywood, known for his compelling work in major films such as the critically acclaimed Broadcast News 1987, the classic comedy Mrs. Doubtfire 1993, and the Oscar-winning drama Dead Man Walking 1995. His career was characterized by his dedication to profound dramatic character work across all media. Robert Prosky passed away on December 8, 2008, at the age of 77. The cause of his death was complications from heart surgery. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Rock Creek Cemetery in Washington, D.C., U.S. Trinidad Silva, born on January 30, 1950, portrayed Jesus Martinez in Hill Street Blues, 1981-1983, starting when he was 31 years old. Jesus Martinez was the charismatic, intelligent, and often humorous leader of the local Hispanic street gang, the Tunes Twadihue, who often acted as a cynical, semi-cooperative informer for the police. Silva's energetic and compelling performance provided a crucial link between the police and the volatile neighborhood, adding necessary realism and authenticity to the show's gritty urban setting. His character was vital in several major storylines and quickly became a fan favorite, embodying the complexities of the era's urban landscape. Jesus Martinez did not die on screen. In real life, Trinidad Silva enjoyed a successful though tragically short career spanning from 1977 to 1989, working across film and television. He was known for his impactful presence and his ability to move seamlessly between drama and comedy. His notable film credits include the critically acclaimed drama Colors, 1988, which explored gang life, and the cult comedy UHF 1989, which was released posthumously. His immense potential as an actor was tragically cut short in a non-work-related incident. Trinidad Silva passed away on July 29, 1988, at the untimely age of 38. The cause of his death was a car accident. Following his death, he was laid to rest at San Fernando Mission Cemetery in Mission Hills, California, U.S. Larry D. Mann, born on December 18, 1922, played Judge Lee Oberman in Hill Street Blues, 1983, starting when he was 60 years old. Judge Oberman was a minor professional character who presided over court proceedings related to the precinct's arrests. Mann, a highly recognizable veteran character actor, brought a sense of legal authority and dignified professionalism to the guest role, lending realism and gravity to the show's depiction of the justice system. His appearance was typical of the many brief but authoritative roles he played throughout his long career. Judge Oberman did not die on screen. In real life, Larry D. Mann enjoyed a long and versatile career spanning from 1957 to 2004. He was a Canadian actor who achieved widespread recognition for his subtle character work in film, including the Oscar-winning caper The Sting 1973. Mann is perhaps most fondly remembered for his prolific and distinctive voice work, lending his unique voice to the iconic animated Christmas classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 1964, as the adventurous prospector Yukon Cornelius. His career included hundreds of credits across radio, television, and film. His life before his death was characterized by his nearly half-century of continuous varied work in both voiceover and on-screen acting. Larry D. Mann passed away on January 6, 2014, at the remarkable age of 91. The cause of his death was natural causes. Following his death, he was laid to rest in Los Angeles, California, U.S. Arnold Johnson, born on November 15, 1921, portrayed a drunk, Tan Tuan Tuan Sachuan Por Chadibi Bueno, in Hill Street Blues, 1982, starting when he was 67 years old. Johnson played a minor episodic character, typical of the many marginalized citizens encountered by the officers on the beat. His role, often reflecting the harsh realities of urban life, contributed significantly to the show's gritty, naturalistic depiction of the neighborhoods surrounding the precinct. Johnson's screen presence, marked by a quiet, world-weary dignity, lent crucial authenticity to the small, functional roles he performed. His character did not die on screen. In real life, Arnold Johnson enjoyed a successful career spanning from 1971 to 1993, having transitioned into acting later in life after working in various other fields. He was a veteran character actor who gained recognition for his roles in major films, including the classic blaxploitation film Shaft, 1971, and the acclaimed powerful drama Menace de Sekuru, Society, 1993, which was one of his final film credits. His work showcased his ability to bring a sense of lived experience and quiet dignity to his supporting parts, often serving as a reflective voice in the narratives he joined. Arnold Johnson passed away on April 10, 2000, at the age of 78. The cause of his death was following a long illness. Following his death, he was laid to rest in Los Angeles, California, U.S. Lawrence Tierney, born on March 15, 1919, played Sergeant Jenkins in Hill Street Blues, 1985, starting when he was 66 years old. Sergeant Jenkins was a minor episodic character, likely a police officer or official whom the Hill Street crew encountered. Tierney, known for his imposing tough guy persona and menacing screen presence, brought a distinct sense of confrontation and dramatic intensity to the guest role, providing a memorable contrast to the precinct's regular ensemble cast. His performance was typical of his strong, intimidating style. Sergeant Jenkins did not die on screen. In real life, Lawrence Tierney enjoyed a long and highly publicized career spanning from 1943 to 2000, specializing in playing hard-boiled villains, cops, and tough anti-heroes. He achieved early fame for his titular role as the notorious bank robber in the film noir classic Dillinger, 1945, a role that set the tone for his entire career. His career experienced a notable resurgence late in life when he played the menacing gangster and mastermind Joe Cabot in Quentin Tarantino's hit film Reservoir Dogs, 1992. His life before his death was characterized by his decades of work and his often troubled and volatile personal life, which often intersected with and informed his intense screen image. Lawrence Tierney passed away on February 26, 2002, at the age of 82. The cause of his death was pneumonia. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California, U.S. Charles Levin, born on March 12, 1949, portrayed Eddie Gregg in Hill Street Blues, 1982-1986, starting when he was 33 years old. Eddie Gregg was a minor recurring character, often serving as a solicitor, a nervous lawyer, or a local figure caught up in trouble. Levin brought his distinctive, often agitated comedic energy and high-strung delivery to the guest role, contributing significantly to the show's dark humor and reflecting the constant bureaucratic and legal challenges faced by the precinct. His character was part of the reliable background cast who helped populate the complex, chaotic urban world of the show. Eddie Gregg did not die on screen. In real life, Charles Levin enjoyed a highly successful career spanning from 1975 to 1998, making him a highly recognizable face in television comedy and drama. He was known for his memorable guest roles in classic sitcoms, including appearances in Alice the Golden Girls and the notorious final unaired role of the postman in Seinfeld. His career was characterized by his versatility in playing nervous, high-strung, or overly earnest characters. His life before his death was characterized by his decades of steady television work. Charles Levin passed away on June 28, 2019, at the age of 70. The tragic cause of his death was accidental death due to a fall after his vehicle became stranded in a remote location. Following his death, he was laid to rest in Oregon, U.S. Pat Corley, born on June 1, 1930, played Coroner Wally Niedorf in Hill Street Blues, 1982-1987, starting when he was 52 years old. Wally Niedorf was the cynical, often darkly humorous county coroner who frequently appeared at the precinct desk or accompanied officers to grim crime scenes. Corley brought his signature gruff, yet oddly comforting presence to the recurring role, serving as a memorable source of black humor and a necessary counterpoint to the dramatic police action, constantly reminding the audience of the mortality inherent in police work. Wally Niedorf did not die on screen. In real life, Pat Corley enjoyed a long and highly recognizable career, spanning from 1961 to 1999. He was a prolific character actor known for his distinctive voice and appearance, achieving widespread fame for his long-running role as Phil the bartender, the owner of Phil's Bar, in the hit sitcom Murphy Brown, 1988-1996. His career included countless guest spots on major television shows across genres, specializing in playing bartenders, cops, and average working men. His life before his death was characterized by his dedication to continuous steady character work across 4 decades. Pat Corley passed away on September 11, 2006, at the age of 76. The cause of his death was congestive heart failure. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California, U.S. Gregory Sierra, born on January 25, 1937, portrayed Ada Alvarez in Hill Street Blues, 1983, starting when he was 46 years old. Ada Alvarez was the recurring assistant district attorney who frequently dealt with the precinct's arrests and legal issues, acting as the bureaucratic check on the officers' street-level operations. Sierra brought a strong professional presence and a sense of legal authority to the role, lending bureaucratic realism to the show's depiction of the justice system, and often providing a necessary counterpoint to the chaotic policing. His appearances were crucial for illustrating the legal consequences stemming from the precinct's work. Ada Alvarez did not die on screen. In real life, Gregory Sierra enjoyed a successful and highly recognizable career spanning from 1968 to 1998. He was a familiar face in 1970s television, known for his major recurring roles as Julio Fuentes, the often exasperated neighbor in the groundbreaking sitcom Sanford and Son, 1972-1975, and as the intelligent and compassionate Sergeant Chano Amenguale in the critically acclaimed police procedural Barney Miller, 1975-1976. His career was characterized by his versatility and his strong dramatic presence in both comedy and drama. Gregory Sierra passed away on January 4, 2021, at the age of 83. The cause of his death was following a long illness. Following his death, he was laid to rest in California, U.S. Richard Rote, born on February 3, 1933, played Mr. Farnsworth, Maurice Farnsworth in Hill Street Blues, 1982, starting when he was 49 years old. Rote played various minor functional roles across several episodes, typical of the many citizens, lawyers, or officials encountered by the officers. His presence added a touch of professional polish and recognizable sincerity to the show's supporting cast. Roat was celebrated for his ability to appear briefly in countless productions across every major network, always lending authenticity to his character, whether as a respected member of the community or a minor bureaucratic figure. His characters did not die on screen. In real life, Richard Roat enjoyed an exceptionally long and varied career, spanning from 1962 to 2011, establishing himself as one of Hollywood's most prolific and dependable character actors. He became famous for his incredible list of guest appearances across some of the most iconic television series in history, often playing lawyers, doctors, or judges. His credits include roles in Seinfeld Friends Dallas and Hawaii Five-0, marking him as one of the few actors to have appeared in virtually every decade's defining shows. His career was characterized by his dedication to continuous steady work across 4 decades. Richard Roat passed away on August 5, 2022, at the age of 89. The cause of his death was following a brief illness. Following his death, he was laid to rest in California, U.S. Morgan Woodward, born on September 16, 1924, portrayed John Renko in Hill Street Blues, 1982, starting when he was 57 years old. John Renko was an episodic character whom Woodward imbued with his signature tough, often menacing screen presence. His role contributed to the series' gritty, realistic tone, emphasizing the complexity and sometimes dark nature of the characters encountered by the police. Woodward's consistent professionalism added weight to the cameo. Renko did not die on screen. In real life, Morgan Woodward enjoyed an extensive and highly respected career, spanning from 1956 to 1996, establishing himself as one of Hollywood's most prolific character actors, appearing in more than 250 TV shows and films. He was instantly recognizable for his piercing eyes and tough demeanor, and he holds the record for the most guest roles on the classic Western series Gunsmoke. His credits include appearing as the silent, menacing man with no eyes in Cool Hand, Luke 1967, his recurring role on Dallas, and multiple guest appearances in the Star Trek franchise. His career was characterized by his nearly 4 decades of continuous demanding character work in both film and television. Morgan Woodward passed away on February 22, 2019, at the age of 93. The cause of his death was following a long illness. Following his death, he was laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery in Arlington, Virginia, U.S. Who's your favorite character from Hill Street Blues? It's always tough to say goodbye to beloved cast members who are no longer with us. How does that make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're enjoying our content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. We appreciate having you in our community.